So we're back. I've got this motor pretty much put together. This is the Texas Speed motor. Pretty much put it together the last 2 nights. Show you guys a little bit on it. Ended up using a custom set of cams that I got from Modular Head Shop. Their RGR lockout kit, a whole timing chain kit, and then a pair of used heads that I had on the old mystery motor, as I call it. That motor has, or these heads have probably 300 passes on them, and they're not ported, so they've just got valve springs. And trying to keep this combination fairly simple and more, I guess you could say, customer friendly, so they kind of know what they can expect if they do the same type of build. The only stuff on this motor that is pretty high dollar, I would say, is the cams and the timing chain kit, but that's all I had here. So we're going to end up using those, and then with the Tech Speed bottom end, of course, and Plasma Man intake manifold. Oh, and we did ARP head studs with GT500 gaskets with some copper coat on them. So I'll throw some pictures of me putting it together along the way, besides the little reel that you guys saw on it. But so tomorrow we're going to end up putting Martha inside the shop. She's still in the trailer, so we're going to pull her out, put it in the sides of the shop, and then we'll get to work on putting this motor in there. Got to take the old motor out, put this one in there, and then we'll be ready to rock and make some passes and some dyno hits and see what this thing's about. So I'll get back to y'all whenever we get that going. So it's currently 4:15 in the morning here with Martha. Finally got that Texas Speed motor in the car, and it might surprise you guys that I work this late, but this is honestly normal. During the day, we got to make a living and work on customers' cars, so the only time I can work on my own stuff is after hours. So nothing that I'm not used to. But anyways, got the motor in the car. I can't really film the whole process of me doing it. I could set up a GoPro and do a time lapse, but I don't think that's entertaining. So if you guys want to see the build process on one of these things, I can try to do it, but it's a one-man show around here after hours, and I can't. I just want to get the stuff done. But yeah, anyways, this car is coming together. I've got pretty much most of the coolant stuff. Obviously the radiator's not in there and some of the lines, but the heater hose lines, and then all the wiring, fuel lines, and most of the oil lines are hooked up. And yeah, I just want to show you guys this part of the process. This is kind of the ugly stage, as I'd call it. Everything's not buttoned up and cleaned up real nice, but still have to paint everything that Jason put in the car, and then I have to obviously redo the brake lines and do some of the wiring stuff on her. So tomorrow's game plan is to pretty much do the turbo kit on this car. I'm going to reuse the turbo kit, the midnight kit that we've been running on this car, but we're going to hang the intercooler up on the front end and make mounts for it and all that stuff, and just make the existing turbo kit work again with this whole new tube front end kit. And the reason why I'm doing that is just because if I do change the turbo kit on this car, it'll take a month easy at minimum if they have all the parts in stock for us to be able to make a whole new turbo kit for this car. So I'm trying to make videos for you guys. I know the Texas Speed guys are really excited to see what this motor's going to end up doing, and I'm excited as well. So just trying to get videos out and get some content going. So we'll I'll film some more tomorrow of the intercooler stuff or the turbo kit stuff, and keep you guys updated along the way. But yeah, I believe it's night number 3 and the motor's in, so making good progress. Alright, there y'all go. Martha finally runs. It is currently Christmas Eve, I think 4:55 in the morning. But did a lot of work on this car the past 2-3 nights, late nights. As you can see, some things changed. I ended up taking the motor back out, actually everything back out, and repainted the engine bay. It's having a hard time focusing, but painted up the whole tube front kit. Manuel from Midnight Performance actually came through last night and brought me a Turbo 400 to use, converter and all that stuff. So major shout out to Manuel, my boy. And we finally got the car running. So now all that's left is we just gotta hang up the turbo kit. Like I said in the last clip, I gotta mount the intercooler and do all the charge pipes. But the car runs. I wanted to give you guys a video before Christmas, and I really didn't want to post anything until the car ran. So it runs. There you go. So I'm gonna end up taking her to the dyno. I appreciate all you guys for watching. Y'all showed a lot of love on the last video. I think last time I looked, it was at above 2,000 views. So way more than I thought I'd get on the first video, but I really appreciate it. There's gonna be a lot more videos coming. I want to do a lot of cool things. I got a lot of ideas to do, but I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, and yeah, we'll hopefully make some horsepower in the next video.